Good morning, guys. Day 87 today. Had a few questions this week. One of them was, is it okay to go to bed hungry? Why? Why would you want to go to bed hungry? Have you got some sort of sadistic thing going on, or you should not be hungry? If you're doing it properly, you shouldn't be hungry. You can eat as much protein, as much vegetables as you want. So if you feel hungry and it's bedtime, have a couple of slices of ham with some cucumber, or have a tomato, a yogurt, an apple. There's no reason why you should be going to bed hungry. If you're going to bed hungry, all you're doing is making yourself think about food more, making you want foods that you shouldn't really be having. So there's no reason why you should go to bed hungry. That's my opinion anyway. They say, you should avoid late night snacks. Well, yeah, if you're going to have a double cheeseburger or you're going to have a giant bar of chocolate. But doing it the way I'm doing it, which is trying to keep off the carbs and eating loads of protein, do you know you can have a meal stack like that as long as it's all veg and meat? There's no reason why you should be hungry. If you're going to go to bed hungry, then you're probably not going to sleep very well. You're probably stomach's going to be rumbling. You're probably going to wake up in the night, which is going to make it even worse, because then you're not going to be able to sleep because you're thinking about food. So you're more tempted then to go down to the fridge or go down to the cupboards and just grab something just to stop that craving. So don't go to bed hungry. I know they say don't eat after 6 o'clock at night. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not a machine. I can't say when I'm going to get hungry and when I'm not. So if I get hungry and it's later on of a night, I've been known to go to bed with a jar of pickled onions. In fact, I still go to bed with a jar of pickled onions. I have ham. I have yogurt. So when I used to take sweets to bed, I now take pickled onions. Another question I was asked: do you lose more weight when you are hungry? No. If you're hungry, you're doing it wrong. You should not be hungry. Feeling hungry, being hungry does not mean you're going to lose weight. If you're hungry, then you're more likely for your body to say, hang on a minute, I need to survive. If I need to survive, I need to eat. If you're not feeding me, then I'm going to go into starvation mode and you ain't going to lose any weight. So again, no, eat. I know it sounds stupid saying this because we're dieting and we're trying to lose the weight. But anybody who's ever been to Slimming World will know you can eat loads of stuff. Okay, they have sins and stuff. I don't bother with sins because I'm eating too much protein to even be hungry for the sins. Apart from when I go on holiday. Anyway, yeah, so come on. You can shred pounds and not be hungry. Somebody sent me a person to follow on Instagram. He's lost a lot of weight. And you should see the size of the meals he's eating. He's doing it like I am. He's eating a lot of protein. I mean, he'll be having 3 eggs, 3 sausages, 3 lots of bacon, tomatoes, beans. And then he has 2 bits of black pudding. Now, okay, black pudding, not everyone's taste. And yes, they've got calories in and whatever. But he's using that black pudding as his sins, as he calls them. So although he's not doing the Slimmers World or the Weight Watchers, he's doing his own. He is eating mouthfuls of food and he's lost 10 stone. So yeah, you can eat and eat and eat as long as you're eating the right food. Another question: what happens when you ignore hunger? Well, what happens for me is I'm bloody hungry. If I ignore it, then I go onto somewhere like Tesco's or Asda and I start my weekly shopping. Even though I cannot eat this weekly shopping, I put all sorts in my basket. I mean, the kids have never been so great that mum's on a diet because it's all chocolate and sweets. So that's when I'm hungry. If I wasn't hungry, then it would be fruit and salad stuff and vegetables. So now I try not to let myself get hungry. When I started back on these shakes on Wednesday, I found it hard getting back into things. Wednesday for me was a hard day. And yes, I was hungry. But I had the motivation there because I know I'd put weight on the week before because I'd been away and I'd eaten like a pig. There was no reason looking back for me to eat the way I did. No reason at all. But I was on holiday, making no excuses. I enjoyed it. But it's done. It's forgotten now. I'm not saying if I go on holiday again, I won't do the same thing again. I'm going to try not to because I need to get under that 21 stone something. I'm hoping that this week I'll be at £1 or £2 off it. So the following week I can get down past it. But yeah, if you're ignoring hunger pains, then again, you're going to go into starvation mode, which means you're not going to lose the weight. Your body's going to retain the water. It's going to retain the fat. You're not going to lose anything off your BMI. So there's no point. Just pile those plates up. Come on, pile them up with loads of veg. I know I keep saying it, but do it. And drink your water. I think it was yesterday. I felt a bit sickly, obviously because I've gone back on the shakes, and I don't know if it's they just don't agree with me with my medication. I don't know, but I felt a bit sickly, but I wasn't going to give up. And every time I felt sickly, I drank a pint of Vimto, very watered down Vimto, and it made me feel better. I was on the edge to say to Mark, get me a pint of milk, but I thought no, because there's fat and stuff in that in there, and I didn't really want to go in that direction. I wanted to stay to my water, so every time I felt hungry, I drank a pint of Vimto. This week, I've gone through 1.5, just this week, it's only Friday today, sorry. I've gone through 1.5 big bottles of the Vimto. Now, people are going to say, oh, well, that's bad for you because it's got sugar in. Well, yeah, it has. But if I didn't drink it, then I wouldn't drink the water, and then I wouldn't have lost what I've lost today. So you do have to tweak things to make you carry on with what you're doing. As I said, your body's got one goal, and that's to survive. So if you've started halving the calories that you're putting into it, it's gone into this massive shock. Your body's probably thinking, what is going on here? Where's all my fatty foods? Where's all my treat stuff and everything else? It's probably missing caffeine, it's missing sugar, it's missing the fat-based foods. Excuse me, got itchy nose. So yeah, you know, dieting and stuff is not easy. I mean, yeah, I went away, I had a big blowout. I enjoyed it at the time. I was sorry when I got back. But then I think to myself, would I have been more sorry if I'd have not had it, gone away, not enjoyed myself as much, not gone out as much, and come back and only lost £1. I know I say only £1, or maybe even put £1 on. And I'd have thought, well, I've done all that. And so I'm not thinking about what I should have done, what I could have done. It's gone. It's in the past. I've done it, I've been there, and that's it. As I said, we cancelled our holidays because we're in very high lockdown at the moment. But we have managed to get somewhere close to home for the kids' half term. Now, am I going to do what I done last week? No, I'm not. I'm going to take food away with me this time. We didn't take any food last time, so I knew I was going to eat out all the time. I knew that I was going to put weight on. This time I'm taking food. So even if I do eat out, there's no reason why I should put a lot of weight on. I can't even say it was the drink that did it, because I didn't drink. All I drank was Diet Pop or Vimto or whatever. I've been asked another question, and if you remember back to my first blogs, I said that I was going to be honest with you, and if you ever wanted to know anything, I would tell you. And I've had one person ask me, am I getting saggy? Well, you might go on to YouTube and everything and type in, when you go on a diet, do you get saggy? And you have all these people come back and say, no, drink plenty of water, it goes all back into place. Maybe for a majority of people, it does. But I have been 23.5 stone for a long time. And if I wasn't expecting the odd hangy bits, then, you know, some people say, I'd rather be fat than have the hangy bits. Well, I might have said that once, but now I wouldn't. Since I've lost the 2 and whatever it is stone, I'm enjoying going away in my caravan more because I can move around more. Not move round as in move round, obviously, because I can't, but I find it easier to go to the toilet. I'm not wedged between the sink and the wall anymore. I can actually turn round. So when I get off the toilet, I can turn round. I couldn't before. I'd get wedged. I could only clean my teeth being really straight or sitting on the toilet because I couldn't fit between the sink and the wall. And now I can, so I'm enjoying that. Yeah, my legs are still like they were before. I've not noticed any difference in being able to walk more or anything like that, even though I've got less weight. I have got hangy skin, and I'm getting hangy skin. I always had fat arms. The top of my arms were always fat. Well, everything about me was fat, but the top of my arms particular, and yeah, they were quite bad. Now they're shrinking, but I have hangy skin. I don't know if you can see that. That is hangy skin. I mean, you can see probably where my arm should be, and this is all hangy skin. Yeah, probably when I lose all the weight, I might have to see if I can get something done about that. I mean, I don't want it coming down my arm and going over my hands like a glove. So maybe there's something the doctors can do about that. I don't know. Would I rather have had my arms the way they were and still had the weight on? No. No. Because I was told that if I didn't lose weight, that I would be dead within a year or so. Now this is only going back to about April last year. So till the April coming, I ain't got long, you know. So if I could have been dead within a year or so, I'm glad I'm doing something about it because I'm feeling better in myself. And if I've got hangy skin, so what? I can put a long sleeve top on. Or do you know what? I can not put a long sleeve top on and say, yeah, I was 23.5 stone. I have lost weight. And if you want to look at me funny and if you want to say things about me, then go ahead, because I'm still here. I'm still alive. I mean, what was the alternative? Leave my kids? Leave my husband? Be in a box on the ground? Don't think so. So yes, hangy skin, definitely I'm going to get. I'm not saying you're going to get hangy skin, far from it. I don't know what your body's like. Where I've lost weight off my stomach, I'm not so much noticing it hang more, because it was hangy anyway. But I have noticed where I have my scar, it's sort of going over, so it looks more like a bum. If you know, like two cheeks of a bum, like it where my scar is. So yeah, I've noticed that. But you know what I've also noticed? I've noticed my hip bones. Okay, they're not sticking out. I'm still 21 stone, for God's sake. But I can feel them. Couldn't feel them before. I can feel my ribs in my back. Couldn't feel them before. Well, not me, but Mark. I mean, I'd have to be a contortionist to try and feel them. But yeah, there's certain things I have noticed. I've noticed my legs getting smaller, the tops of my legs. I'm probably going to end up with hangy skin there, but I only ever wear trousers or jeans. I would never wear a skirt or a dress because I was too big, I was too fat. Even on my wedding day, I didn't wear a skirt or a dress because I felt ashamed and embarrassed. I lost a lot of weight for my wedding day. I got down to about 10 stone, 11 stone, something like that. And I still felt embarrassed. I still thought that back then that I was fat. Yeah, I was fat, not as fat as I am now. But there was no reason why I couldn't have wore a dress. That was just how I felt. So maybe if I lose the weight again this time and can get down to 10 or 11 stone, maybe I can wear a dress. Who knows? Maybe I'll have to go in and see if I can have some skin removed. I don't know. But who can foresee the future? I can't. And if you're going to worry about having saggy skin and not diet because of that, then I think it's crazy. I'd rather have the saggy skin and be here. Anyway, as I said, my shakes are going really well. I've been having 2 shakes a day and an evening meal. Mark made a lovely hot pot thing yesterday. What was it called, Mark?
Creamy chicken.
A creamy chicken he made. It didn't have cream in it, but it had cream of like chicken soup in it. Done it in the slow cooker, really nice, little button mushrooms and stuff. And I had that, instead of having a pile of mash, which I'd normally have, or a pile of rice, I had it with a pile of cabbage. And it was really, really tasty. So that's one I'd have again. So that was something different that we've tried to do. Tonight I think I've got hunter's chicken and salad, which I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, everything's going well this week, and I'm hoping and praying to God that I lose weight next week. I've got to get under that 21. It's my goal at the moment, and I'll be really happy if I got under that. Might not happen this week, but hopefully the week after. Then yeah, I've got 2 weeks of shakes to do, so we'll see. I mean, I might have to buy another week. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. Anyway, until Monday, I shall love you and leave you. If anybody wants to ask me any questions, like the ones I had today, then please leave me a message or a email or a text or whatever, and I will mention it on Monday's vlog. Until Monday, see you soon.